Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're gonna try Kanøn for Men. So Kanøn, that is with a little bar on the O, which means it probably isn't pronounced Kanøn. That is also the name of the brand. I'm gonna do a little review of the bottle first. It's really nice, really classic, but still different, with an actual wooden cap. Spray inside the cap. I don't know, it seems like ash, but it might be something else, but it looks like ash to me because when you look at the wood, there's little lines here like that. This is typical of ash and oak, but oak have also like porous line there. Might be something else, but it looks like this. I saw a lot of people saying that wood they are using is a really cheap wood, but it seems to me like a pretty good wood actually. Now for the box, really plastic with a little wood pattern on it. So let's try the smell. Fragrance is a really nice barbershop, like powdery fragrance. I would say in the same family of Stetson and Jovan Sex Appeal. Remind me a lot of these fragrances. The musk is really present. There's also a lot of oak moss. It's a really nice fragrance. And if I compared it to Jovan Musk and to Stetson, I would say that it's better than both of those. Picking up some jasmine, and I would say a lot of jasmine. Picking up some lily of the valley, maybe a little bit sandalwood, or more like it support everything. Picking up a lot of sage. It's really present, but it's more of a supporting note. I would say it's really present as a supportive note. Gives a lot of freshness to the fragrance. Picking up some olibanum also, or frankincense. And that's about it. On my skin, what I'm picking up in the top note, there's a lot of musk, and it's the most dominant note. I'm picking up also a lot of oak moss, a lot of jasmine, and a lot of lily of the valley. I'm picking up a little bit of patchouli and sandalwood. They're a more supporting note, but I'm picking up some violet, some cinnamon, some bergamot, some lime. I'm picking up also some clary sage and some olibanum. In the heart of the fragrance, still a lot of musk, a lot of oak moss, and a lot of clary sage. Picking up a little bit of jasmine, a little bit of sandalwood, and a little bit of frankincense. And in the dry down, still picking up a lot of musk, a lot of oak moss. I would say the fragrance is pretty linear. It's just what's in the background that evolved through the time. The scent is pretty similar through its whole life. Also picking up a little bit of patchouli, a little bit of sandalwood, a little bit of frankincense, and I would say I'm picking up some kind of amber notes, a little bit of like honey and a little bit of vetiver. It seems more chord or aroma chemical that support everything, or the influence of those notes, but nothing that I will specifically say there is this note. It's just I'm kind of smelling stuff that reminds me of those notes. In the note breakdown, it says that there's Asian vetiver. I don't know if it's for marketing or if it's Asian vetiver, they mean that it's maybe real vetiver, so maybe there's a little bit of vetiver. It's just not enough for me to pick it up fully as a note. Projection of the fragrance is average, a little bubble around me. People were able to picking it up, and longevity was average, 3 to 6 hours. It was nothing crazy, though the smell is really nice, and it compensates a lot for its lack of longevity. For the complete note breakdown, top notes are clary sage, Sicilian bergamot, and lime. Heart notes are lily of the valley, Egyptian jasmine, violet, olibanum, and cinnamon. And the base notes are moss, oak moss, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, amber, honey, and Asian vetiver. And where I would see this fragrance, it's really an old school barbershop fragrance, really intense on that type of fragrance. So as a business scent, it could be good. I would say that the more it goes, the more I feel that barbershop are not the best choice as a business fragrance, though it's classic, masculine, and really traditional as a fragrance, so it would work easily. It's just not necessarily the best choice, but if you have that in your collection, it will do a good job for that. As a dating perfume, I feel it smells really good, and at one point, probably it was a great dating perfume in its era. Nowadays, it's not that type of fragrance, but if you're really into barbershop fragrance, that might be one of the best of them all as a dating fragrance. In summer winter spectrum, I would say it's pretty much in the middle, as it seems that every barbershop fragrance feels kind of in that category, which kind of is not crazy, so in the winter it won't really cut through the cold, and in summer it might be just a little bit too heavy. I would say that the fact that it doesn't project like more than average will probably make it better in summer than winter, but it's more like in the in-between. And as an everyday fragrance, I would say that type of fragrance is a really good everyday fragrance. The price also is really good. The smell is really great, really nice, calm, and like nothing like crazy that people will hate. It's a bit dated, that type of fragrance, but it's still really good. The only bad point is the fact that it won't last the whole day. This is a bit disappointing for an everyday fragrance because it's really where I would put it at its best as an everyday scent, but it doesn't last the whole day. It seems for me it will be more the kind of fragrance that you would wear like if you go to some kind of event that you need to smell nice, not necessarily too professional, like you won't go and have $1 million deal with someone and you need to be sharp and nice, maybe like a after hour kind of thing, maybe like see some friends, see some coworkers, something like that, that you don't need the fragrance to last the whole day. So it will go well as an everyday fragrance, but not as one that the whole day, and it will do a really good job. Seriously, I'm really surprised about it. The price is really cheap, but the quality, the bottle is a nice glass bottle that seems solid. The cap is all made of wood. The smell is great, really good quality. It's not like some kind of $500 fragrance type of quality, but still for that type of scent and versus the other fragrance that I compare it to, quality is definitely higher. If you like barbershop, it is absolutely something you need to try. It's really good. At least get it at Edycan, though Edycan might be not such a good deal since the fragrance is already cheap, but it's a really nice fragrance. Definitely I'm gonna wear it again and keep it in my collection because it's really good. So hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you try this fragrance, tell me what you think about it. Also, if you know how to pronounce that name, Kanøn, in like the real way to pronounce it, write it in the comment. And if you're a fan of that brand, tell me what other fragrance that they made that are really good. I'm interested to try more of them. I feel it's like the only one that's going to be easy to find. Maybe the other one will be a bit harder, but they have made other fragrance for men. So tell me which one of that brand are good. So thanks for watching and see you soon.